Hey there guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another Cold War video. Now today, Treyarch and the Call of Duty Twitter accounts have recently announced that there is double XP going on right now for a couple of days. Originally it was only for 24 hours, but now it is for 2 days, which is very exciting here of course, because I know a lot of you out there are struggling to rank up, get those last level perks and stuff like that, get those last level weapons, as well as taking a long time to level up your guns, because it does take a very long time to level up your weapons in this game, which that's kind of a problem. And the fact that they've made the double XP period 2 times longer than it was originally probably suggests that they know that and they're maybe looking at tweaking it in the future. But anyway, this is why you're here today. We want to know how to rank up very quickly in Cold War, of course. And we're going to be talking about that in great detail. But just before we do get into it here, make sure you hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. I know about 80% of you guys watching this video right now are not subscribed. So just take the time to hit that subscribe button. It really does mean an awful lot to me. We are looking for about 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So help me out here. Try and get us to 4,000 by the end of the year. Right, so let's just talk about how to level up very quickly in this year's Call of Duty. So starting us off here, we've got the point that we usually make. You have to keep an eye out for double experience. The period of time when you are playing the game right now, hopefully there is double XP week and there's no like indicator on the screen or anything like that that tells you the double XP is going on, unless I'm missing it somewhere. Anyway, from what I know, there's double XP weekends and you have to use these time periods to level up as much as you can, mostly because it gives you such an enormous boost. Like you literally get double the experience that you would normally expect from that kind of period of time. So you got to keep an eye out. You got to keep an eye out on the Twitter. You got to keep an eye out in game. They will let you know what's going on. Also, apparently there's some kind of promotion going on with Doritos and Mountain Dew right now, where if you buy specially marked packs, they've got a double XP code on them, and that helps massively as well. I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be in every region. I haven't had a look in Australia to see if that is a thing yet, but I know it's a thing in the US and probably in Europe as well. So do check your local supermarkets and stores and stuff like that for packets of Doritos with those codes on them, buy them, and make sure you use those codes and get in there and level up as quickly as possible. Now, our first real tip here, other than the double XP, is of course to play modes that keep you in the game for longer. Game modes like Domination don't really have a time limit, like they just go for very long. Like the only time limit is of course the scoreboard. Hardpoint is of course a very long game mode as well. Sometimes games can go for 10 to 15 minutes. Combined Arms is also very interesting as well, and we'll talk about that more separately in just a second. But of course that does give you more enemies, more points and stuff like that if you're playing the objectives. So as I said, you do want to be playing in those game modes that keep you in the game for longer. You want to minimize your menu time, basically making it the most efficient that you can be in ranking up. This includes your actual rank. This also does include your weapon XP as well. Next, you've got to play the objective. These always offer more bonuses depending on what game mode you're playing on. Of course, if you're playing like TDM or Kill Confirmed, well, Kill Confirmed you just do have to get those tags, but TDM you just get the kills and that's it. But like Domination, Hardpoint, Headquarter, stuff like that, it's really important that you do actually play the objective here, mostly because you just get more experience, you rank up faster, and it does of course help your team. Now you'll pretty much always see those guys that have like 0 objective time and are usually doing quite well in terms of kills, but they're not very high up on the scoreboard because they're not actually getting that many points. They're just getting a lot of kills where they're not actually playing the objective. So make sure you're one of those guys that's running around playing the objective, doing the team player thing, even if nobody else is, because you'll get the most experience out of it and it does feel very fun. A lot of the game modes in this game are very fun to play and just play the objective on as well. Now, some specific game modes that do offer quite a lot of experience per sort of game that you end up playing. We're looking at, of course, Domination. Again, like Kill Confirmed and stuff are usually quite good as well. Hardpoint, because you stay on those points a lot of the time. You get those kills defending and attacking and stuff like that. There's a lot of points to be offered in these specific game modes. So Domination, Kill Confirmed, and Hardpoint are the 3 main ones that I would usually go with. But of course, when they do add new game modes to Call of Duty, they want people to play them. So we can see here that we have, of course, got new game modes such as VIP Escort. Now, VIP Escort is one of the new game modes that they're touting as this brand new big experience. It's very fun to play with if you are playing in a team. By yourself, it's not as much fun, but if you are playing with a squad, this is a very fun game mode. And now the way they make people play these game modes is by making them very good at unlocking experience, getting those ranks and stuff up. So make sure you do play VIP Escort because it is an awful lot of fun as well as great experience on offer if you do manage to play the objective and complete a lot of goals and stuff like that. It's a really good game mode, trust me. And that does also extend to Fireteam Dirty Bomb. Now, in Fireteam Dirty Bomb, it's like a sort of Warzone-esque experience. Basically, you just sort of drop into a larger map and shoot people. most of the time you can find yourself sort of running around between buildings and stuff like that, not really doing too much. But if you do maximize the way you're playing, like you engage as many enemies as possible in Fire Team Dirty Bomb, you can rack up loads of experience, because this is a very, very good game mode to rank up and level up those weapons and stuff as well. As long as you are fighting enemies constantly, getting in a lot of gunfights and stuff like that, you can really get some experience in this particular game mode. Also, in those game modes that sort of last longer, there's more people to kill, you should really be looking at the Combined Arms playlist. It's very, very similar to in Modern Warfare, how there was the 10v10 separate playlist. Essentially, there's more people to kill, more opportunities for objective play and stuff like that. So, of course, the Combined Arms mode is fantastic for getting loads of experience. Just basically, sheer weight of people, like it's a 10v10 or 12v12, depending on the map, I believe. So, the more people that are on the map, obviously, the more kills that you can get, the more people you're going to run into constantly, the bigger fights you're going to get in. Now, another thing that I think is fairly significant is do not back out of the game. Make sure you get that completion bonus, because the other day when I was playing this, I was like trying to get the creator class unlocked. This was like one of my first games. I was like level 3, and then I got the creator class thing in game, and I'm like, man, I just want to hop out and create a class here, get some weapons and stuff like that, perks and stuff. And when I exited the game, basically, that level was gone. Like, you didn't get the actual experience you get for completing that game. So I was still level 3. I had to go into another game, rank up again. So it was very, very annoying here. Now, do not exit the game. If you are even losing, like your stuff like that, just hang on, stay in the game, make sure you stick it out, because you'll get that experience eventually. Even if you get into a lobby that is about halfway through, make sure you stick it out to the end. It's not going to count towards your win-loss or anything like that. Just do the best you can, stick it out, and you will get that experience, and every little bit helps, especially during those double XP weekends. You cannot afford to be sort of wasting experience by backing out or anything like that. Sometimes people are better than you. If you're copping a massive L, just take it. It's not too big of a deal. Like, you'll still get your experience, and then you can move on from that game and forget about it very quickly. Now, of course, there is numerous different challenges in this game. You can see by this particular screen here that we've got challenges for multiplayer. Zombies, I think, also counts towards weapon experience and rank experience and stuff like that. So it's actually very, very good. I'm not 100% sure about the campaign, though. I don't think that applies to any sort of experience gains. But multiplayer and zombies both do count here, and there is loads of different challenges to get. Like, there's so many different options that you can go for. Like, just basically completing a lot of these tiers will end up getting you a lot of experience. As you can see here, Stalking Prey, kill 50 enemies while crouched. We're up to tier 3 of 3. We've got 30 out of 50. And for getting 30 out of 50, or getting 50 out of 50 rather, we get 2,500 experience, which is an absolute load of experience. That's a huge chunk. Like you can see it here, we are 9,471 out of 16,000, meaning that will take us a massive chunk. Like, that's 2,500 more experience than we don't have to get just by killing people while we are crouched. So completing those challenges is, of course, very, very important here. And it just basically means we can level up in bigger chunks rather than just sort of waiting for like getting a couple of kills. That goes up very slightly. And then that extends to more challenges like Battle Hardened stuff, which is challenges that are a little bit more difficult, like Bloodthirsty Killer, 5 kills without dying 10 times. And you'll get more experience the harder the challenge is. So, of course, something like a Fury kill, 2,500 experience, easy as that. So, of course, you definitely want to be completing your challenges in this game. Just challenges are always good ways to get that extra experience. Plus, it gives you fun little unique ways to play the game, making the game not stale. I mean, of course, this game isn't stale just yet because it's only been out for a couple of days, but it can help keep the grind interesting if you are sort of just working through these challenges and stuff like that, doing things that are a little bit different to make the gameplay unique. Of course, if you are getting these medals as well, medals are an interesting way to play the game. For the most part, you'll be getting these during normal play anyway, but they do offer decent experience per medal. So, for example, we've got 15 long shots here. We've not played an awful lot of this game. We're only ranked 19, but we are going to be ranking up very, very quickly with this double XP weekend. But the more sort of medals that you do get per game, basically, the more experience you'll get at the end once you do hit that completion bonus. So 15 medals here means we're getting a lot of experience per game. So if you're trying to play in these specific ways, like you're aiming for headshots or something like that, you're looking for revenge kills, king slayers and stuff like that, double kills, you get loads of different experience for playing the game in basically the same way you would normally, but just easy little ways to rack up more experience, and you get cool little medals at the end of the game, and they all go here. And each time you get one, of course, you do get a chunk of experience, which is a very, very nice thing here. Now, this is speculation here, of course, but in Modern Warfare, you may know that there were officer challenges once you did reach rank 55. Basically, you unlocked little challenges that kept the grind interesting, basically similar to stuff like your daily and your weekly challenges, mostly. The officer challenges, I'm not sure if they're in this game or not, but if they are, they're a very, very good way to get experience as well. As with those challenges, essentially you just get unique little ways to play the game, and once you do complete them, you get a chunk of experience. So if there are officer challenges in this game, once you do hit rank 55, I believe it is, or 50, 55, can't remember. Essentially, you'll just get chunks of experience as you go up. And then once we started looking at like prestige and stuff like that, as you go through the ranks again, basically you get all that experience again, which, I mean, it just keeps changing, it keeps chunking up, you keep going up these levels and stuff like that, the experience continues to chain on, and prestige will probably give you like neat little bonuses and stuff like that, like unlock tokens and stuff, so you can go through the ranks again faster and more easily. Another little small piece of advice that I can give you is make sure you are killing those pieces of equipment that are on the map. Enemy equipment does give you 100 points if you do take it out. That includes like your field microphones, your SAM turrets, basically those jammer things, anything that an enemy does put on the ground, make sure you are blowing it up. They're very, very easy to see if you are running the engineer perk, because basically somebody just puts down a field microphone in a place that they think is hidden and you just blow it up basically straight away. Plus you get good experience for doing that eventually, like all those points will rack up and they will eventually lead to you getting a lot of experience here. So make sure you're blowing up enemy equipment. So to summarize what we've talked about here today, essentially you want to play the most during those double XP weekends. You want to complete the challenges so you get those big chunks of experience, but for the most part, it's literally just about playing the game. Play the objective, play the game modes that get the most experience, but most importantly, play whatever's fun to you. Like, you can select your quick play playlist, like we're only choosing sort of team deathmatch, hardpoint, domination, and kill confirmed, but VIP Escort is a very, very good way to get loads of experience. Control's a very interesting game mode. It's sort of mostly defensive a lot of the time. Free-for-all is, of course, very, very interesting as well. You do get a lot of points per kill in free-for-all. And then Search and Destroy, you do get a lot of points as well, but the gameplay is a little bit slower, so you're probably going to end up with less experience overall. Hardcore is another good way because the kills happen so quickly that it's not too big of a deal. Like, you just constantly get kills because it only takes like 1 or 2 bullets to kill most people in these game modes. So that's also a very, very good way to sort of get easy and quick experience. And then essentially, as I said, make sure you play during the double XP weekends. Make sure you always are playing in the game. Don't leave the game. Essentially, just complete the challenges and you will rank up very, very quickly, especially during these double XP weekends. Anyway, guys, hopefully this did help you out here, of course, and you'll be sailing up those ranks very, very soon. If you do want to see a guide on the weapon experience, because it does take a long time to get those weapons ranked up in this game, make sure you hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on, because I know about 80% of you guys watching this video are not subscribed. And it would do a very, very good favor to me if you could get to 4,000 by the end of the year. Very, very appreciative if we can do that. Thank you so much for watching this one. I will see you in the next video. Bye!